project titled on design, development and performance evaluation of vapor compression refrigeration system with and without microchannel condenser using alternative refrigerants under the guidance of Dr. V.M. Kriplani, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, G.S. Raisoni College of Engineering, Nagpur, and co-guide Dr. G.K. Avari, Principal, Pujarav Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur, registered in University Rashtrakuta Tukaji Maharaj Nagpur University in January 2011. So this system consisting of the study of the different alternative refrigerants with and without conventional and microchannel condenser. So this system consists of right from this ammeter. Ammeter is used for measuring the current. As this system contains heaters, fans as well as water heaters, so much more current is taken by this system. So ammeter is provided. To know the voltage, so whatever the input voltage, so we have attached the voltmeter. To measure the power of compressor separately and the power of water heater, air heater, we have provided the separate meters. So these meters are digital meters, so we can measure either with the help of in kilowatt or in kilowatt hour. So different units can be measured in accurately. So this display contains the liquid temperature, this is the suction temperature, this is the discharge temperature of the compressor, this is glycol in the evaporator, this is the airflow temperature inside the cabin. So this is the multi-speed fan is provided, so we can achieve the fan velocity with ranging from 0 to 10 meter per second. So this is provided in order to have constant condensing temperature. So these supplies are also provided. So this is the indicator. This will indicate compressor HPLP trip. So this is a high temperature trip. This is low water level indicator inside the evaporator. So this is compressor on, air heater on. So this air heater will be on if we set the temperature as per the airflow temperature. So this air heater on indicate it will be operating on the airflow temperature. So this water heater on operates on the suction temperature. So as we set the suction temperature, water heater will be on. Now this is the PID controller. So this is the liquid temperature. So in all the experimentation we have used 7 degree of subcooling, we have used 10 degree of suction temperature, and we have taken the readings of all the refrigerants for both the condenser at 40 degree, 44 degree, 48 degree and 55 degree centigrade, and for each condensation temperature the evaporator temperature was ranging like -15, -10, -5, 0, +5, +10, +15 degree centigrade. Now this is the liquid expansion valve, so which is imported from US and Swagelok company. So this is liquid expansion valve which is manually controlled. So as we have to control the evaporation temperature inside the evaporator, so we can use this valve to set the liquid temperatures. So as this we are changing, so we can see this rotameter flow rate is getting changed, so because it is controlled with the help of this expansion valve. Now these 4 pressure gauges are provided. These 4 pressure gauges are provided. So these 2 are for suction pressure measurement. So these are attached before and after the evaporator. In the same manner, these 2 are attached before and after the condenser. So that will measure the difference in pressure across the heat exchangers. with the heater bank. So these three heaters are provided. These three heaters are provided of 2.2 kilowatt capacity, and because with the help of these air heaters we can able to control the air ambient temperature. So as per our convenience we can set the ambient temperature. So this is remaining closed. So this is the multi-speed fan. So with the help of that we can able to control the condensation temperature. So this is the evaporator. So this is water cooled evaporator, in which we have added 25% of ethylene glycol as a secondary solution. So because of that we can able to get the liquid water at around -15 °C. So in the air heater, here in this evaporator, two water heaters are provided of 2.2 kilowatt capacity, and one stirrer is provided for proper distribution of temperature. So after the evaporation, the refrigerant goes to the compressor. So this is compressor inlet, and now compressor exit. So compressor discharge will be given to the condenser. So this is the micro channel condenser. Now in the micro channel condenser, these 31 number of tubes are there. So each number, this 31 number of tubes. So each tube contains 10 micro channels, and each micro channel is of 0.9144 mm hydraulic diameter. So the speciality of this condenser is in which the 4 passes are provided. The 4 passes, so as the refrigerant vapors coming from compressor are superheated, so more suction volume is there. So because of that, the 14 number of tubes are provided for single pass. Then in the second pass, as the vapors are getting condensed into liquid, so in the second pass 10 number of tubes are provided. In the third pass 4 number of tubes, and in the last phase the 3 number of tubes are provided. So after the liquid expansion, so the speciality is we can able to get the required subcooling with the help of PID controller. After the exhaust of the condenser, we are measuring the rate of the flow of refrigerant with the help of rotameter. So we are measuring with the help of rotameter. So this is